He is the 27-year-old Democratic mayor of Stockton, California. Please welcome His Honor Michael Tubbs.
Well, the biggest issue in Stockton is poverty. 23% of our population is in poverty, but I would argue another 25% are at least one paycheck away. And with poverty, you see things like violence and educational attainment. And in California, with housing costs rising and wages not, we have folks who aren't able to afford housing. So we're taking a long and short-term approach.
You'd have something called Universal Basic Income that it's a pilot program, right? UBI, they call it.
What's been interesting is doing the research and finding out that this program, this idea is as old as this nation itself, that Thomas Paine was calling for this in the Agrarian Revolution. Dr. King was speaking about this before he was assassinated.
And this is in place of social programs, like instead of food stamps and stuff like that, you're going to get just money.
In my mind, I think we need to enhance the social safety net. I think right now with the programs we have, it helps stabilize some people, but people are still struggling. I think the misnomer here is that it's rewarding people for being slothful. But
I would imagine some would take advantage.
But the majority of poor people are working. That's why we have that term.
Right. No, we have to do something. It's not just having a job economically. It's dignity. It's having something to do all day. What do people do if they don't have jobs? And that really is the crux of what we're going to have to deal with in this country, right? Is that robots are taking all the jobs. Automation. You know, there's just not going to be enough jobs for the people.
Well, I think yes, both. So on the idea of dignity of work, my mom's one of the most dignified people I know. And she was single, and she worked extremely hard. And I don't think there's anything inherently dignified of working 14 hours a day and still being stressed and having anxiety.
Right, but there's got to be somewhere in between that and sitting around watching card sharks, you know.
But to your point, I think with the current, when 1 in 2 Americans today can afford $1 $500 emergency, imagine what happens when there is automation and people are displaced. So we're piloting this in Stockton because we're saying that right now we have to talk about the economic system while also preparing folks for the jobs that don't exist yet.